Hello, and welcome back to day 11 of Popcorn. You know what? Let's stop. Everybody stop. Get in here, because I got a bone to pick with you people. Turn off the music. Stop the rain noise. You know, that ambiance that I put on that nobody seems to appreciate. Now, how the hell are you letting Semper get more views than me? How? I have the superior product, the funnier review, the better wit. I have it all.
I am the king of the mountaintop. I reign supreme over everyone. I am the golden god of this place. I reign supreme.
Do I need to remind you what a Semper video looks like?
Gay. Gay! The whole thing is super gay. Gayest. The gayest horror movie. Gay community, gay undertone. Gay S&M dive bar, gay S&M dive bar, and gay S&M gear. And when I say this dance is gay, he's super gay, the director's super gay, everybody's super gay. It was the gayest, stupidest movie ever in the history of movies. That being said, have a gay day, everybody!
I told you this was a competition, and I can't live in a world where I lose to Semper. So I don't care what you have to do, how many friends you gotta tell to watch these videos, but you better do it, and do it fast. Because I'm telling you now, you are not gonna like the lengths I go to make sure I win. We're Popcorn Guys. Of course we're gonna annoy everybody with our reviews and pretend to be Italian. Oh hey! We're Popcorn Guys. Of course I gotta eat a double buttered salty popcorn when I review movies. Yeah, you saw it. You think I enjoyed doing that? You think anybody enjoys that? That's not fun for anybody. But I'll do what I have to win. I think I lost a piece of my soul there. But anyway, you've been warned. Please don't ever make me do that again. Now on to the real review. 2018's polarizing horror movie, Hereditary. Written and directed by filmmaker Ari Aster. If that name sounds familiar, it's because he gave us this. You remember Midsummer, the dog shit horror movie that's just basically shitting on white culture and is only liked by feminists and the gay community? Yeah, that was this guy. Speaking of the gay community, I couldn't find out if Ari was gay, but boy are his fans. Kinda explains some of the tones in his movie. Speaking of the movie, Hereditary starts off with the death of the mother of Annie, played by Toni Collette. And right off the bat, you find out right off the bat that the mother was secretive and they didn't have a great relationship. She doesn't even know who most of the people in the room are. After the funeral, you meet the rest of the family. The husband, Steve, played by Gabriel Byrne. The good-natured, kind dad trying to keep his family together. The aloof son named Peter, played by Alex Wolff. Just seems like he's checked out and he's just not really there. And the creepy daughter, Charlie, whose hobby of making little dolls with actual animal heads seems to be ignored by everyone in the family somehow. And before I go on about the movie, this little actress named Millie Shapiro, obviously I'm not gonna, make fun of her, I'm not into making fun of kids, but what the hell is this phenotype of this new generation of actors? Is this just how kids look now? Will you not get work unless you look like this? I don't know what's going on, but it's definitely a thing. But moving on. We find out right away this is not a typical loving family. In fact, this is one of the most unlikable families I've ever seen committed to film. Not a tight-knit family, more like a group of strangers constantly dealing with mental issues and trauma, especially when you start learning more about Annie and her relationship with her mother, or lack thereof. She pretty much tried to rule Annie's life, at the same time not giving her any kind of affection and having like a whole secret life that Annie knew nothing about. And finding out she had a brother who ended his own life because of things their mother did to him, on top of having schizophrenia. So she says. And as Annie learns more and more about her mom, she starts to see that maybe her mental issues and things that have happened in her life aren't necessarily her own fault. But the real answer is maybe even more horrifying than not being able to trust your own brain. As the rabbit hole leads to a cult ritual almost to its completion, and the horrific tragedies that seem to be piling up, just being insane might be Annie's best option. So that's my spoiler-free breakdown of Hereditary. I was very vague because, if I give away anything, if you actually want to see this movie, Some details will just give it away immediately, and it'll just sort of take away some of the surprises in the movie. So that's out of the way. Let's talk about the good and the bad. The acting in the movie is very good, especially by Toni Collette. If you like slow-paced horrors that are more build-up and atmosphere-driven, then, you're really going to enjoy this. If you like going back through movies and looking at all the little details you might have missed, all the symbology, all the, random little things here and there that were thrown in the movie but you didn't catch the first time, this is the movie for you. Nothing you see in the movie is wasteful or a use of time. Everything you see is for a purpose and for the payoff at the end. Can't say it's a bad movie, but here's what I found wrong with it. While the movie does sort of have a good blend of supernatural to where this might just all be in their heads for a good part of the movie is way too slow and takes too long to get to the actual answer. The atmosphere wasn't interesting or creepy enough to hold your attention for that long to get to the payoff, so most of the movie is dreadfully boring. I'm sure that's great for the artsy-fartsy crowd with all the symbols and stuff like that, but to the regular normie crowd who doesn't know anything about this, spoiler alert, secret cult behind the scenes, Ari Aster definitely did his homework and all the little symbols and imagery and foreshadowing. But most normies don't want to do, homework after the fact they watch the movie to figure out what the hell was going on. Wait a second. Another movie about a secret cult demanding sacrifices, especially children? Let me wiki somebody and check out a certain section. Okay, that checks out. So anyway, like I said, the build-up takes too long. The movie's far too long. It could have been way more interesting if they took all, 15, maybe 20 minutes. A lot of people checked out at a certain death scene, which they either laughed at or actually found, I guess, a little creepy. Most people laugh, though. Mostly because of the absurdity of it. How could anyone plan this? It just seems ridiculous. I mean, has this guy ever been to an actual, high school party? Anyone ever been to a nut and cake party? There's probably a better way to word that. But you know what I mean. And the fact that I didn't like anybody in this damn movie. I didn't care if any of them got taken out or possessed. And the mystery and the last 15 minutes of actual, creepy stuff and action didn't make up for the other 2 parts of the movie that were just painful to watch. But again, it was done well. It's just, I don't know, maybe I'm stupid, maybe I'm just not a woman who likes this type of movies. So, no, I don't recommend it. Any of the other movies we've already talked about on Popcornween. But that's it. Make sure you, like I said, watch my videos, not Semper's, or I'll go full cringe. Don't you dare me. Scare you later.